What is up? Welcome back. Did I actually hit you that time?
You did. You did.
Do you like to do it, build it, or make it?
So do we.
And we have new videos each week. Welcome to a Sunday studio session. So we just hang out. I don't have a project in front of me. We're going to answer some questions. Did I bring them? I forgot the questions.
Oh, I'm not sure they ever printed. Remember how it was making noise, but I don't know if it ever spit them
I don't know
out.
if my questions ever printed. But if you have a question, leave us a comment and we'll try to answer it today. Like, it could be anything. It could be UV printing. It could be laser stuff. It could be painting. It could be what type of shoes are best for BMX. It's Vans because of the waffle sole. I mean, it could be any of those things.
What kind of shoes are best for painting? Still Vans
Ones you
for
don't,
you?
ones you don't care about ruining. Because I have paint all over my shoes. I have paint on these shoes currently.
Look, since we're talking Vans, I know these, I don't know if you can see them. They are yellow and they have flowers on them and they're just like, they're spring and they're new, and I wore them today, so I had to show you. Since we were talking Vans and everything, I felt like I could show you.
Relatable.
Let me see if your questions are out there while you say hello.
All right. Let's see who we see in the mirror. You know, only one side of the mirror is painted. All right, let's see. I see Richard. I see Trudy with Vince, chat, Nancy, Kat. I see Donnie, Rebecca, Scott, Ray, True Crime Junkie. Hey, we need your address to send you the t-shirt. We see Terry, the doctor's in the house. I see Christian. I see Pamela, Patty, Renee, Ingrid, Glenn, Ty. Is that Louise? Lewis? I'm horrible at names. I see Janet.
Louise.
I see Tim, Gloria, Carla. I see Jeffrey, Gloria, Kendall. It's going foggy. Leave a comment if you want to hear your name. If you did hear your name, give us a thumbs up. That supports our channel. It really helps. And if you watch our Friday videos, leave a comment, even if it's just like, hey, you suck.
Hey, y'all.
Or hey, y'all. Hey, y'all is way better than mine. And give us a thumbs up. It helps boost it. It does, so it gets out there. You could share with more people. Did it ever print?
It did not print.
Well, you're lucky. I got it right here on the laptop.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you just pull them up in front of you?
Bam.
Yeah.
There we go. So when I did import it, all of the names came in as question marks. I don't know why. So if it's your comment, let me know. You want to read any of these? Strike your fancy, Kim? Just taking a peek.
Were these have I seen these before?
Yeah, but we didn't answer all of them last week.
Oh, okay. Then I think I have some of these. If there's some from before, I think I have them at my desk.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, you can get your printout, or we could read some of these
All
off
right.
the laptop. Doesn't matter.
Pick one.
I
Carla
thought
likes
you'd
my
like
shoes.
this one. I thought you'd like to talk about ventilation. You're big on ventilation.
Yeah,
What
I'm big
is
on
it?
ventilation.
Hold on. How do you handle ventilation and safety when working with various materials? How do we handle
Make
it?
sure there's no smoke. I mean, that's right. So,
Well, for everything that we have out front here, it's all hooked up to a filter. The P2 is hooked up to a Glowforge filter, I think.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
old Glowforge filter.
The other P2 is hooked up to the new AP2 filter. The X-Tool.
The F1 Ultra
F1.
and the F1. Well,
F1's hooked up to the small one. Oh,
Right.
Can I pan around? Let's see. Maybe we could take a walk around. This is how we handle it inside. And then outside, we have a looser filtration system that then gets kicked outside up over the roof.
yeah.
Over the roof. That way we don't smoke out our neighbors.
But what's the biggest thing for if you have a big laser, if you're not using a desktop and going into a filter,
Yeah.
What's the biggest thing you need coming out of the laser to get it outside?
Like a good CFM.
A good,
a good
inline fan.
Yeah. Well,
And
I don't know. I haven't had luck with inline fans for the big lasers. They get clogged really fast, and I don't know. I haven't had luck with those.
but for the big lasers, you are using a fan.
Kind of. I'm
just
using a
not-
dust collector because I can get a good high CFM, and I'm able to clean it a lot easier. I just pull off the side, hit it with the brush on the end of a drill, put the side back on. I'm good to go for another month or so.
And, I know you hear us talk X-Tool, but I really wouldn't share it if I didn't believe in it. Their IF2, their inline fan that they offer.
I think packs a punch for being such a little guy.
Yeah, I was going to say, it does a great job. But, you can buy those big Infinity. Is that the brand?
Yeah, we have one somewhere. We
over
tried it
there.
at one point. Yeah.
Well, that's what it used to be. That's actually an X-Tool filter over there connected to
Okay.
the Almtech right now,
We're just
right?
pointing at stuff. Do we want to take a walk around?
Sure, yeah. Turn it around.
Oop, wrong way.
Wrong way.
Do.
Yeah.
Whoops.
You're good. Now just arrow down.
Well, I have to do. This has got to be on top. Otherwise, it tries to control that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So it's a mess right now. P2, and this is the Glowforge filter box. I mean, I was impressed with it back in the day.
It still does a great job.
It does good. The filters are big and heavy.
Yes, the problem with that is, you could take it out and show the filters are heavy and you feel like you're wasting your money.
And they're like $500 a piece or something like that. Yeah, I think so. $250.
Yeah, I
Does
was
anybody
gonna say
know? Let me
200.
know. Here, do you want to control this thing?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm a control freak. It's this whole cartridge. So it's got all the layers built into this cartridge.
But it's pretty heavy. How
Yeah.
much would you say that thing
Pretty heavy.
weighs?
I don't know, 15, 20 pounds.
So, yeah. And we have a stack of them out there. Because I feel like those...
I made a little table out of them.
Well, yeah, we did. That's hilarious.
It's my break table. It's my break room table. Just plug that back in there. So the other P2 is running the new X-Tool AP2. That's this guy. Oh, hey, this is on wheels too. I didn't know.
You touch the power button.
Oh. It's got like sensitive touch.
But what's great about this guy, yes,
Is each stage is its separate filter, so I could change this whole filter piece here.
well, that's actually,
Oh, no, that's not the filter. That's
that gets
fan
washed
part.
though. The great thing about that is turn it, go
yeah,
ahead,
it
take
comes
that out.
You can spray it out.
Yeah, that's supposed to be washable.
Mm-hmm.
So you take the lid off. You've actually got the lid on there too,
Yeah.
I think. And then that whole thing is washable.
And then these are the filters down here.
Yes.
Looks like this guy is about time to be changed.
Well, we have been using it a lot, and I haven't gotten, I hate to say it now, it's going to beep at me and tell me that it's full.
Now that I opened it and played with it, it's like, oh yeah, hey,
I should be changed.
I forgot I need to be changed. And I need to take a nap.
And that's just a magnet cover that snaps onto the front.
Yeah. This does a great job. We were cutting a lot of acrylic this week. Really didn't smell anything.
We did all that engraving when we were testing those canvases.
Now this little guy, look, he's looking beat up. Can you guys see him? Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, I can see him.
Kim's working. He's been traveling. This is the little guy for the F1.
Yeah, he's been on some trips.
He's seen some things. I think this is just a one. Yeah, it's just a one cartridge deal too.
Look at that cute little filter box.
This one's a lot lighter. It's made out of like waxy cardboard instead of adamantium and steel. And then
That's the original X-Tool filter beside it.
yeah. And this one's currently hooked up to the
F1
F1
Ultra.
Ultra. I've been using that a lot lately. Because it engraves so nicely, so easily.
You should have changed that little cover while you had it off. That's what that is. And those two boxes there are additional filters. One is for
the tiny
guy, and one is for that
guy.
one. Yeah.
And then out.
Jeff wants to know what is the CFM on the X-Tool. I'd have to look it up. I don't know.
I have to look it up. I'm going to say it's probably in the 200s. If my dust collector is 550. It feels like a shop vac. I put my, well, here's the thing. Can they see this part?
No.
If I bring it out.
Yeah, they can
This
see
little guy
that.
kicks, and he turns on when this guy turns on.
That is the inline fan that I was telling you, the new IF2 inline fan. Look at how small that is. That's just this tiny little box. And it has the sensor that goes with it that tells it when to turn the filter on and off. That's over there too on the floor.
Oh, this thing.
That comes with this. So you plug that in, and that's letting the filter know when to turn on and when to turn off when it senses the air coming through.
But this little guy kicks, so.
Yeah, look how small it is compared to, well, I could show him that big thing over there.
Yeah, both of them, you know, I was putting my hand and stuff on the thing before. They feel like a good sized shop vac when both of them kick on. It doesn't feel dust collector, but it does feel shop vac. The dust collector, I'm afraid sometimes I take my fingers off. Position 1.
Great job.
Good job.
We've got these cameras figured out, don't we?
We do, I think, maybe. Could be.
So there's a bunch of questions here.
Now out back, behind each big laser, I built a filter box that accepts a 12 by 12 filter. And that's basically to try to get some of the stuff. Now I don't filter it to the carbon filter, like in here, but I will pass it through 2 household filters, like
just your regular
furnace filter.
Yeah, just your regular square filters that you would have in your ceiling or your wall.
And then it goes through a dust collector, and then down the line where everything's daisy chained and wide in to a giant dust collector that then spits it up and over the roof.
Yeah, so it goes out the side of the building at the top, and then he has another hose that just puts it up on top of the roof. So if it's windy, sometimes when it's cloudy outside, it doesn't blow away as fast. It's like the clouds just kind of keep it trapped.
Yeah.
And then if it's just blowing out the back, it just seems to fill up the back parking lot. So we kicked it up onto the roof so that it just kind of hovers up there and it stays up top there.
And every time I mess with it, I feel like the chimney sweep from Mary Poppins. I want to do the whole song and dance across the roof, except I don't trust the roof.
Kendall says hello.
Hello,
She or he, I think she is new.
Hello, Kendall. I just gave myself a thumbs up.
Lisa White says, I saw you both in Vegas. Didn't get to say hello. You were so busy talking to people. So hello now.
Oh, you should have come say hello.
We did. We get to talk to a lot of people. It was so fun. And I mean, just even in the casino, what is her name? I don't know her name right off the top of my head. Who came by and said, hey, I really appreciate you sharing the door corners. I used it at the winery, and now I have a standing workshop at the winery. Do more door corners, alcohol related. So, and I think she made one of her own with was it a beer one? Remember
I
seeing
think
it on
so.
Facebook?
Yeah, I do. I think it was a beer one, if I recall.
Can you post the call from Thursday so I can go back over it in my Shopify store? Didn't you post the patron
Just did
today?
today.
Okay, so it's out there, Scott.
Oh yeah, we talked all about how to set up a Shopify shop, what was involved with Shopify. So that was pretty
Yeah,
good.
that actually worked out well. I wasn't sure if that was going to be useful or not, but I was like, here, let
Well,
me
that was some of the
look.
feedback that we got meeting people at what was it, APA?
APA, yeah.
Yep. Afan was like, "Hey, I love you guys' stuff, but can you show me how to business?" He's like, "I don't know how to do online. I don't know how to do whatever." He goes, "It's great that you show us how to make stuff, but how do I business it?" I was like, "Good question."
Yeah, well, Shopify is pretty cool software. I mean, it can start small and just grow with you. So I went through a whole little thing of how you can start small and kind of how it'll grow with you and add on and different
Plugins and
plugins
apps.
to do different things.
Yep.
We have more coming that we're doing. So we started with it with the basic version. We're now
the free version.
We're up and then we went to the $29 version, which I think is their basic. And
Well,
then
that's because
we're now at like $79 because we do some other features and functions.
yeah, it was like, here's some more features and cheaper shipping if you go to the $29 one, and we were like, oh yeah. And then after a while, they're like, hey, if you go to the $59 one, you'll save on some shipping. And we're like, oh yeah.
It's like $79.
But then yeah, they came out with a $79 one, and they're like, you can save even more on shipping.
Jeff wants to know, can you use different color spray paint to produce one color? So I'm guessing you're asking, can you mix spray paints like you can orange and pink and make coral? That's one of our favorites. I don't think
kind
so.
of.
Can you?
Where are they? Did you already bring the seahorses out? It looks
they're just outside the door
like a
here.
color. It looks like a new color, but if you get close, you can tell it's two colors laid over top of each other. Oh, I have a good example. I was messing with.
Are you coming back or should I turn?
Nope, that's it. I left. I'm out of here.
Are you done for the day?
I'm out. I'll check you guys on Tuesday. Check you later. What's that from? So this looks like navy blue, but this is actually light blue, and then I dusted it with black. Yeah, I can show you that it's light blue. I did the same thing with this one. See, it looks navy, but all I did is dust the light blue with the black. But if you get up close, you can tell. Right?
Yeah, but
I'll
it
bring
still
this one
looks
close.
navy blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get really close and show maybe the variations in color a little bit. Closer. And just stay there for a second and let it focus. There you go. Now tilt it forward. Yeah, you might be able to see. Can you see there's a little black on there? There you go. That's a good view. Little black, little blue.
Because I ran out of navy, so I just tried to dust it with black. That was a good question, because I just did it this week.
Oh, Lisa said the filters for the Glowforge are $250, but then you have to pay for
$250.
shipping.
Feels like 500.
Can you make your own filter system? You kind of answered that,
I
right?
did make my own filter system.
Made your own little box using the Boxify app. And
Yep, I used the Boxify app.
But if you're going to really put it indoors, if you're going to use it indoors with that filtration system works well
'Cause I
to
kick it
filter
outside.
it before it goes outside. I didn't want to just...
I don't want to raw dog the environment out there.
Yeah.
I want to give it some kind of protection.
Right. So it goes through a couple of filters on its way out, but it's not a carbon filter like it would be if you were inside. If you were going to filter and not have it go anywhere but into the filtration system, then you would want a carbon filter. And we haven't attempted to make one of those ourselves.
Well, my design is set up to do carbon filter. It's 3 chambers, but right now I'm just using the middle chamber. I researched what the most common size filter was.
Which was what, 12 by 12? I don't know how, for what?
It was actually 16 by 20, but I was like, I am not making a 16-inch or 20-inch wide box. What is number 2? It was 12 by 12.
Okay.
So. Can you do a tutorial on cuff bracelets on the F1 Ultra? I've been searching. Oh, like the jewelry bracelet things? Didn't you just get some of that from Monarch Pine?
Well, not a cuff bracelet, but I did get some jewelry stuff. I'm going to do a video. When's that video scheduled? Jewelry, May 19th, the week of May 19th. So 20-something.
When's Mother's Day? Should probably bump that one up.
Oh, we said that, right? We talked about that. We were going to push that to the beginning of May for Mother's Day, yes.
Yeah.
We sure did. We have on that dry erase board that you can see behind us, it is written on that board. Everything you see there is the videos until July, through July.
Oh, Gloria wants to know if we sell this kerfing tool. No, we do not. I give it away for free. You can either get it off of Patreon or just search our website. You could download it. And what's great if you do the download from the website that's free is every time I fix it or add to it, you get a new download.
Jeff says I exhaust 2 lasers through a Y connector using 2 300 CFM fans.
Desktop lasers? Yeah, I think that would work.
Well, he's telling you it does.
I guess it does work.
Ball Forever Gaming says, are y'all interested in the new welder and whatever else they're hiding?
Oh, that's funny that you ask.
Yes, it's funny that you ask. Says they did reach out and they're going to do...
Oh, that's next week.
No, week after next.
Oh, week after next.
Yes. So they are doing a, what do you call it? A showcase of these new products. And we've been invited to go to the showcase and see them. But it's in Tennessee. And so we'll be going down to Tennessee. Well, it's 4 days, but I think it's 2 days worth of participation. I think one day you're there to watch and learn about the products and really understand how to use it. And then the second day, you can make your own project, or we can. So they've asked us to come down, take a look at the products, do a video on them, showcase them, share all about them. And then we'll actually make 2 videos. I think the first one, there'll be I think it's scheduled to the actual video that shows the project that we make will be, hold on, where are we at? The beginning, we're in the middle of March. And so we'll be doing a pre-release, like hey, here's what's coming. And then just like a teaser, that's what they called it. We'll do the teaser in March. And then in April,
so are we supposed to be filming the whole video there too?
Yes.
Do I have to bring my own camera equipment?
They said, let them know what you want. So yes, I guess the answer is yes.
Right here.
Well, can you bring one of these guys? Should we pack up your little stand there?
I don't know. Will it get through security? I'll be like, no, it's a stand for this camera. And they'll be like, I don't think so.
We joke about how beefy. This stand will hold a couple of 100 pounds, 300 pounds maybe. And
I can ride it around the shop.
Is literally less than a pound.
It's
so
a
many
webcam.
Ounces. It's just a webcam.
This is
mounted on top of this serious post here.
This is meant for serious lighting equipment. And I have the tiniest webcam perched atop.
So I guess on April 15th, we will do a pre-release video, which is a little more about the product. And then the project is on May 15th, and that'll coincide with the Kickstarter campaign, release, the release of the Kickstarter campaign.
Kind of surprised they jumped right to welder.
I know. Well,
I feel like that's a big step.
I
It's
think
like
he said that during
took a couple of baby steps and then did a long jump.
We'll see. I mean, it is. I didn't see this one coming. So, and I know he said.
Diode.
What did they say? They had 6 or 7 projects or products coming this year.
Yeah.
And this is only product number 2. So
I got
dying to know what else is coming.
I got some hopes for one of them. I'm really hoping on one of them. Like.
What? You want a UV printer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want a UV. I think it's going to be, all right, it's either a UV printer. We can all speculate
We're
here.
just speculating. We know
I know
nothing.
They do not tell me anything. I think
know nothing.
it should be a UV printer, yes. I think it's going to be a UV laser.
I think they need to, UV laser. I think they need to figure out how to do UV print and cut. So set up something.
That's really groundbreaking. I don't think anybody's doing that yet.
I know.
So wouldn't surprise me,
Next
though.
tool, if you're watching, that's what I'm looking for.
They are not watching.
I need a print and cut that's not the M1.
What about like a big laser? I know Christian was saying I think they should come out with a full-size laser. I don't think that they will, though. I mean,
I think they could come out with an 80 watt.
My 2 cents. I think that's too big for them.
No, I think an 80 watt with like an 18 by 24 inch bed would be great too.
We'll see. We'll see. Anything else? What else do you think they might? I don't know what else. If they're going welder,
embroidery machine.
Oh,
I
that's
could
a
see
good
them coming
idea.
out with an embroidery machine because that seems to be getting hot. Like even our neighbor that does T-shirts, he just got an embroidery machine.
Oh, he got an embroidery factory.
Yeah, a factory. It's the
8
heads.
The size of this room.
Well, it's 8. You could put 8 things on it, and then each one is like 16 threads or something. It was 8 heads, 16 threads, something like that. But
yeah. It is definitely the length of this room from front to back, not width, but
he did a whole like
wow, this thing is serious.
3-colored hat right when we were standing there chit-chatting about it.
He was so excited, like a kid in a candy shop.
Yeah, he had to come over and get us. He's like, hey,
come
you
check
guys
this
want
out.
to see this new machine I got?
Wait till I show him my new
UV printer.
I want to show him that, and I also want to show him that I did the what are they called? The window clings.
We do the same thing to him. I'll go get him and be like, hey, look, we just got a new.
Aaron, come over here. Check this thing out.
Yeah, he's like, hey, look, I just got a new.
You know how it is when you talk to other. That's what's great about conferences. So I'm going to plug the conferences that are coming up to talk to other small business owners that can feel your pain or just be excited for you because you're excited about something new.
Well, yep, he came over to tell us that he just got a new big scroll air compressor and turned it on and had to show us how quiet it was. And I was like, oh.
We all had to stand there and go, that's quiet. I want one of those. Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess it's kind of cool having another small business next to us.
Oh, Christian put the link to the Curve tool out there. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Christian.
Big John says we can hire a camera guy. I know. I thought about taking Christian. I did. I was going to tell Christian, why don't you come be the camera guy for this
Big John needs to come be the camera guy. That was his job.
Oh, that's what he's saying. He wants himself to come be the camera guy.
I know. I keep trying to talk to him about editing, but I can't do that to him. I texted him today and I was like, look, I'm not ignoring you. It's just we're so far behind on filming. We stopped filming like 1 o'clock Thursday. I had some lunch and 1:30 I started editing for a video that was due Thursday morning.
Well, that was only because we had to do 2 projects because we punted because the canvases didn't work. Canvases didn't work.
Didn't get the canvases to work. Well, I mean,
Christian said just pack a tripod and your handheld gimbal and you'll be set.
Well, here's the problem. I forget to do
Hi, Kay. Yeah, that's what he said. Me, I'm the camera guy.
I'm working it, John.
Karen wants to know if we're going to put this file out. We don't have this out for the.
Oh, I forgot.
I mean, a little bit late. Going on. I'm going to make him do it before we leave. Because I've already updated it. Remember how I said I needed the pieces to be just a little bit bigger? And I did that. St. Patrick's Day film. That's what it says.
File.
Oh, you made that an E. That's
Yeah,
just
that's
a giant
big
E.
It's
I got
a
it.
giant E. It's fire.
Ooh, a water laser. Yes.
I
Yes,
really wanted a
Ingrid.
water
Yes.
laser. I was trying to convince Kim to let me get one.
Oh, Ball Forever said they did say a UV printer head for the M1 Ultra. Look at
I would be so in on that.
You would have to do different inks though. How would you do that? That would have to be able to change out the inks.
I'm telling you,
you'd
I
have
don't
to
know if it
decide
could go
if it's a
M1.
UV.
Yeah, I think they would have to be, because you're going to need a little more space than the M1, because you're going to have to put the UV light on there.
Kay's out there doing a little small brag. I have a 10 needle baby lock machine.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, Kay does the embroidery.
So we're doing some testing. And none of them just looked great.
What do we? Oh, we talked about this. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
didn't we already show this? But we did
No.
it on the after show, right?
Yeah, this is after show. And like, that
I mean,
one,
from there, maybe it looks good. But I'm
Looks
telling
good.
you, yeah, you can go around and show them that it doesn't look that great when you get up close.
Yeah, yeah. Take a walk with me.
He's coming around.
Woo. See when you get up close?
I mean, it still looks good in the camera. Get closer.
Damn you, camera.
There you go. Keep going. Yeah. Now you can start to see that it's kind of grainy.
Is it the canvas?
I mean, it looks like that sun is really shining and setting. It doesn't even look that bad in the camera, but it doesn't look that great in person.
I wouldn't sell it in person. Maybe that's me. There's some smaller ones that we were testing.
Yeah, that one didn't burn through. You can't see the sun.
Well, here's the thing.
The other one burnt through weird. It was black or red.
Here, throw me that dragon. I was trying to recreate this magic. This magic right
He's sideways. He's upside down. There you go. Look how cool he looks. So
I
it
was trying
seemed
to
easy.
recreate that, but on canvas with no luck. No luck. Oh, but look at this guy, like my little Make It Mafia guy.
But yeah, so since we were testing, he's done a little bit more, and look at this.
Look at
This
little
is
guy.
F1 Ultra.
Yeah,
The F1 Ultra did an amazing job.
looks a lot better than this one was a F1 Ultra 2.
And what have you got there? Is that the... Well, this one was obviously spray painted with different color spray paints.
Yeah.
Layered or like
Half and
rainbow,
half.
essentially.
Yeah, it was just a half and half. I tried to do like a yellow and blue ombre.
Oh, so yeah, so they're just like blue, yellow, orange, side by side.
Yeah.
But this one, are you layered black and gray, or is it just...
That was just black and white. That was one of the black and white ones you did.
So then how is this looking gray? Because of that, show that up
Jarvis.
close.
I used
The way it's engraved.
that Jarvis
I'll see if
dithering.
Yeah, you can kind of hold it real still. See the ears? The gray is because there's like a tiny little pattern in there. That's some shaky holding still. But look at that. That looks
It's
good.
hard.
That
It's
looks
a
good.
lot harder than you'd think to hold something still.
Those are different canvases than I use. Well, I mean,
Are they? Are they the?
well, like I said,
They
these
might be the cheap ones. They're
Yeah.
the cheapest ones at Walmart.
I guess they were the cheapest ones. They came in the 10-pack. I mean, I didn't think it mattered that much, but maybe it does.
Maybe it does. Maybe we retry with something. Because look at this. Now this is metal, but this came out so good. And that I didn't use any dithering. I used black and white.
Just
And-
in grayscale, you mean? You did it
Yep,
in grayscale?
in grayscale. Yeah.
What's the dragon on? Slate? No, it's just a little piece of
metal.
metal. It's just like, it was a sublimation kind of coaster. I don't know if it's a coaster, but
Yeah.
it's, yeah, like this. You
When
see?
we first started doing sublimation, I went
It's
in
the same as
deep.
that.
I won some stuff on eBay. I won a bunch of like sublimation stuff on eBay. So
We had a bunch of stuff still sitting back there, not that we never actually sublimated on. So, and the whole point of the
Fair
video
game.
was to show you flat canvas. See, flat canvas
stretched canvas.
versus a stretched canvas versus metal canvas.
This one didn't
But
work.
we never got there.
This is creepy canvas.
Lori says she loves all the new stuff we're doing. Yeah, we want to try different things. Thanks for allowing us to kind of get outside the box. Christian says the fox is fire. Yeah, he likes.
Box is fire. I did clear coat it because I'm keeping this guy. I'm putting together a wall.
Scott, yeah, it said use Jarvis, but everything I saw said use.
This was Jarvis.
And
Right,
it looks
use
good.
Bayer.
Bayer.
So I learned about them when we were doing all the bitmap modes. And it's just a different way of dithering, and Bayer was grouping things differently.
Scott's still trying to help. Jarvis mode, DPI 254, inverted image.
I have tried them all.
It's definitely inverted. I don't know if the DPI has been that high. I don't think it was 250. I think it was
No,
less than
I've done all-
less than 200.
All of them. No, I did one at, this is 350.
This is 350.
Yeah, that whole board is all 350 DPI.
Oh, these aren't great. Don't love them.
I know, right? That's what I'm telling you.
But tell them what you decided with this one. This one
Oh,
was
I'm keeping that one just because it looks cool. I should have done it on something a lot bigger. Does anybody know who this is?
I don't know how anyone would
It's
know
a
what
bunch
that
of little
is.
guys.
Who's Garrett's favorite BMXer?
I mean, who's everybody's favorite BMXer?
If anyone knows Garrett's favorite BMXer, without you, Christian, you probably know.
There you go.
I'll send you some paints. Not a whole set, but I'll send you the 5 new spring colors that are coming.
Oh, stop, Scott. You can't guess either.
Donnie, yeah, email me. If you want to do it that way, create a new account. I will refund you the old account and we'll try again. Let's try again.
Is that a patron thing?
Donnie, yes. He's had such a terrible time.
Patron
Well-
is becoming a pain in my butt.
Then he canceled it because he was frustrated with it. But then once he canceled it, now he can't. They'll let you use your membership, but he still can't see something. So I don't understand why, and they can't fix it because now the account's closed. It's a whole mess. So maybe start again. We'll try again.
There's only one BMX rider right now. That's everybody's BMX.
Scott
Look at that.
knew. Scott knew.
I know.
All right,
That's what I
Scott.
said.
I'll send you some paints. I thought either you or Christian would know. Matt Hoffman.
Matt Hoffman, the Condor.
Christian said, fine. I knew Christian would know. Scott said, that's the only BMX rider I know. Well, that's his one. That's his man. That's who he's.
I
He's
wouldn't
just so
say
impressed.
That's my man.
I knew I was going to take it too far.
I would say
The new colors are not on our site yet, but we're going to start advertising them.
well, they should be here
and
this week,
share. Yeah, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So we'll start bottling the rest of this week, and they'll go in the store early next week, and you'll see. Well, all the inventory will be up to date because we did a full new order of all the paint colors, and then the 5 new spring summer. They're kind of a spring summer set because they can be used for both. They aren't for spring really. I just re-released the PD Peach, the Pipette Purple, so you guys can have those now.
I'm glad you did because they were sold out.
What, the spring ones?
Yeah.
I know.
PD Peach was.
I know. I had to just
And
order.
I ended up
those.
using it in a lot of the new designs. So.
They're out there, and then this is kind of like the intro to summer, and they're beautiful. You guys are gonna love them. Yeah,
Oh,
the mentors
sorry, I
gave
was
good feedback.
distracted by my beautiful flower over there.
Your plant?
Yeah.
He brought that. I know you guys saw it when the camera was turned around. He brought it back to. That is a.
Yeah, mums.
Is it no, not a mum. What is the fall flower? I've just drawn a blank that everybody puts on their front porch for fall. Anyway, it died, and then I said, just throw it out. It's an annual, not a perennial. And he said, no, I see some growth
green
on it. Yeah, there's some green on it. And I said,
toss them in the dumpster. She just
whatever.
wanted to throw them in the dumpster.
I did. I just said throw it in the dumpster. And he was like, no, I
Said-
think I can bring it back. And I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. It's
we
not
did.
what they're supposed to do.
I hand fed them for a while.
But he chopped. So I said, well, then you've got to remove all the dead stuff and just leave the new stuff, and then you can try from there. So he was on the floor in the warehouse, snipping all the dead stuff off, leaving the three
bonded.
green leaves that were on it, and now look at
Now
it.
you gotta see him.
Yeah.
He's big. He's strong.
I don't know if he'll
This doesn't
flower
even
again.
fall. He's gonna be like 4 foot tall by fall. His blooms are gonna be the size of your
Maybe
face.
it is a mum. You know, it's basically you see them in yellows and burgundies. Maybe that is what they are. I don't know.
I named him Franklin.
We'll see if he flowers again in the fall.
He's Franklin Autumn. That's his name. You were thinking I'd say fall. That's his.
What do you think of Dave Mira? Somebody guessed Dave Mira.
Oh, Dave Mira. I liked him.
Did we get the paint scraped off the front windows?
Yes, we did. Oh.
Yes. Did
Man,
you
I
do
wish
it?
we could take it on the move. Think we could take it on the run?
I don't think you could get it all the way out there.
Yes, I did enjoy Dave Mira's riding. He was an amazing rider. It was super sad the way he went out. I don't understand it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Way to bring us down.
You're welcome, everybody. You guys want to go for a road trip? We'll go outside and look at
I
the
don't
windows?
know. So I was able to, and you're going to see us do a video. I was able to use the flatbed UV printer and print our own window clings. And so we've got all the paint scraped off. Extra, what did we do? It was just about getting it wet. First, we were using the LA Awesome or
LA
whatever.
Awesome, mhm.
We were putting that on there, and that did do a great job. But that little pump thing was driving me crazy. So I was like, what if it's just about getting it wet? And sure enough, if as long as you wet it first and then just use that scraper, it did a great job of getting it off. And we finished it on Friday, me and Tanner. We were out. It didn't take, well, I guess it took about an hour and a half to get all 4 windows completely clean. But now the window clings are up on half of them.
And we never
They
have
were
to paint the windows again.
Yes, I will never put. Well, it's not that it was bad. I would do it again.
It took you
But I
90
don't
minutes
need-
to clean 4 windows.
But I don't need to do it again.
True.
I don't need to do it again because I will be able to use these window clings and I can change them out. I already have the summer ones picked out, and these spring ones are looking so cute. Yeah, I don't think.
Are we going to make it a video?
Yes, we are going to make it a video. So you'll see them there. Because I only have half. We have 2 units, and so the first half is done. This one is not done yet, but it's just going to kind of go with the first one.
It's just going to match.
Yes, it's just going to match with different words in the middle. I'm so excited about it. It's so awesome to be able to do
I think
that
we need
and switch it out.
new door decals too. Those are
Yeah.
looking
That's looking rough.
rough, looking a little aged.
But they were on there. I think they're only supposed to last, what did it say? 6 months to a year. But I had them up there. That's been up there. The ones with their logo and their name of the workshop on there for 2 years. So it did
good.
Yeah,
You did good, boy.
it did what it was supposed to.
You did good.
Kay says she's going to come visit us when the new colors come out.
Oh, yeah. Bring it.
Stephanie said, wanting to buy a UV flatbed. Should I wait for the new X-Tool releases?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to come out with one, yes. Are they coming out with one? I don't know. They don't. They're keeping that stuff super secret. I wish they would tell us.
So what are you going to use your UV flatbed for? How big would you need it? They're expensive.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to get, I mean, they
If you're
get up to...
going name brand, they're expensive. If you're willing to wait like 8 to 16 weeks for something to come across the Pacific and then the Americas, they get a little cheaper.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see what else is on here. Sorry, I got distracted because Scott Hamill's still talking about Matt Hoffman. His big buddies with Bam Margera.
Margera.
Margera. I don't know who that is.
CK.
True Crime Junkie. If using Foxy Hughes paint, do we need a spray sealant, or is it an all-in-one?
It's an all-in-one.
Has it in there. It's all-in-one. We do
UV
not
protection,
seal ours.
weather protection.
Same stuff you paint your house with. You don't seal your
same
house.
stuff you
So
paint your house with. You could actually paint your house with it. If you do it, let me see it. Tag us. Hashtag Foxy Hughes Paints.
Riley Black said, "Yep, wet and a little soap." Yep, I had a little soap. There was a little soap in there too.
Just a little soap.
It's usually all you need. Glad you got it. Well, it worked. I just
And some
whole
elbow grease.
strips, if I kept it nice and wet, whole strips were coming off with that little. Well, we were just using like a regular.
Like a razor blade.
Yeah, like a regular size razor blade. I wish I had like a big one, but I didn't have a big one.
Big blades.
I'm interested in what cameras and mics you're using. I'm thinking of starting a new channel of lasering and printing from no knowledge. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what we did.
Same. What is this thing called? The
Ozbot.
Ozbot. OBS bot.
OBS bot, right.
OBS bot. Tiny 2. And then our mics. Man, these guys have been great.
I think they're in, so if you go on our website, kngmakeit.com, up top there's an Amazon store, and you will see the mics are in the Amazon store. I think, I'll confirm, but I'm pretty sure I put them out there.
And then these mics. And they're just plugged into the side of the laptop.
Open the little box up.
Oops.
Yeah, so the unit that plugs in the laptop goes in the center, and then there's 2 mics, one on either side there. And they can be, so right now we have the whole box just magneted. It's using a magnet to attach it to our shirts. It has a clip where you can clip it on your shirt. It also has the wired mic where I can use the little lavalier mic, and you can clip it onto your belt.
Does internal recording.
Oh yeah,
in
so
case.
it's a safety net. We got these because they'll also record locally and to your device as like a backup recording. Oh, he's showing you the. That's what gets plugged into the side of the laptop.
They're way
There you
better
go.
than what we were using.
How large of UV prints can we do? 24 by 36.
Yep, we can do 24 by 36.
That's nice, Christian. Gave him a shout out, Riley Black. When Sunday sessions wrap, check out our friends at Riley Black.
Oh, definitely. I'm still working on last week's podcast.
Yeah, he had it playing earlier. I was listening.
Yep.
You were talking about. Well, there was a lot of
This
stuff.
week, this week, well, I'm a patron, so I actually get early access. I'm actually listening to what you guys might get to listen to next week. I'm listening to their 200th episode.
Oh, I didn't hear the kickoff of it.
Yeah, they got Will on there. They're just chit-chatting about their growth.
I think when
Impressed.
I was in there, it was.
They have like
before.
60,000 downloads now for their podcast. Great job. I mean, it's a grind and a hustle, and I know it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you like a good laser podcast, like I haven't found a good laser podcast that just chit chats. There's some good laser podcasts out there, but they get deep. And I usually listen to it when I'm doing stuff or working on designs. And I can't get deep when I'm working on designs. I'd rather hear somebody's story about how they got started so I can commiserate and be like, yeah, than being like, and then we were using this wattage at this, and I couldn't get what. Don't get me sucked into whatever you're doing. I'm doing
then you're
something.
trying to troubleshoot their issue.
Yeah, yeah, just, yep. Give me some chit chat. Give me some BS about some laser stuff, and just something that I could just listen to while I'm working. So if you enjoy just listening to some friends chit chat and you feel like a fly on the wall, it's a great podcast.
Oh, Scott says I used my Foxy Hughes paint for my 4-foot Santa. Local recording is clutch. Yeah, I mean, that is, well, I mean, it took a minute to figure that out because how many times did we actually film a full video and not have sound?
So having that backup is clutch, but you know what? You know what's also clutch?
Yeah, you probably already know this, John, but.
Actually putting the mics on.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. Right.
We recorded the hook part of the last week's video probably 10 times in a row. Kim was saying her part. And then when I went to edit, I was like, there's no audio. And then I was like, we're not even wearing mics. We're not even wearing mics,
because we
Kim.
do the hook last. So we make the project, step one, we do everything. And then at the very end, so that we could show you, we just made, that's the hook, the beginning of it. And so we left and we were moving on about our day when we realized.
Garrett we did the after show.
Yeah. And then Garrett said, we never did the hook. We got to come back. And that was the next day, right? Because then we were going to, we'll go out there in a few minutes to do it. We'll go back out in a few minutes to do it. Then we both forgot, left for the day. And Garrett said, oh my God, we still don't have the hook. So we came out, we did it. And that was great. And I walked on and I did the rest of my,
It looked like 10 times to get it done too. So it wasn't like a one take, boom, let's lay this down. Oh, right now. All right, see you later. It was, wait, what are we making? Yeah, that didn't sound right. I think I said blobber. I was like, okay. But none of it got picked up.
Yeah, we walked away, went about our business, and then Garrett said, oh my God, now it doesn't have sound. We got to do it again. We don't have sound.
I was like, unless you want to try to dub it.
But that one, I was headed out for lunch with my sister, and I was literally purse on my shoulder, and I said, do you want to do it now? Because yeah, it won't take long at all. So I was already late, and I put my purse down, and then I busted out one take, and I was like, all right, I got to go.
That's how she did. I called her in from her trailer. So we're going to need Kimberly on set. She came out, laid down her lines, and went off to lunch.
I did, yeah. We just went to Cabo. We weren't even going anywhere fancy. But we enjoyed it. We caught her up on Vegas. Well, Tanner got to tell his side of Vegas and all the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So he got to share a little bit about Vegas, a little bit about how Isabel we couldn't get her out of the room.
She was poopy.
Yeah, we couldn't get her out of the room. So it was...
Vegas rooms are meant for sleeping only.
But Karen knew it. So my sister used to live in Vegas. So I said something about, well, we started at Paris. That's kind of where we stayed in the Horseshoe, which she didn't know. She goes, I don't know the Horseshoe. I was like, oh, it's been there forever, but it's just kind of tucked in there and hidden.
Yeah.
And I said, but it's attached to Paris. I said, so we started at Paris. And I said, and what's across the street? She goes, the Bellagio. I was like, it is the Bellagio across the street. She goes, you forgot, I used to live there.
That's right.
She knew them all. Yep, I see what you're doing.
Were you still telling your story?
No.
Man, I really like this one right here. I'm going to have to make another one. Because
Riley
we made so
look
many.
Look at you knowing your numbers better than most. Look at you.
What's that?
Knowing your numbers. I guess on her podcast.
Knowing their numbers?
Yeah, their numbers.
I get numbers. I get it. I also get how thumbs up and comments work. So that's why I watch you guys on YouTube, so I can leave a comment and give a thumbs up.
You can email me, Kay, and I'll send you I'll tell you exactly how to get there. Directly to our page. Kat said, love the sign today. Pictures could be liars. Yes, we had our little workshop in here just before. Actually, they were still here when we kicked off this. So they're gone now.
Yeah, they were here.
But one of them did. So she's been here 10
4 or
times.
5 times, yeah.
Yeah, at least 4 or 5. I think closer to 10. She did the birthday sign, which has a million little pieces to it. So I knew it was going to take her a little
Death
bit
of a million
longer.
pieces.
But because she's been here so many times, I was like, all right, you can do it. But she was still finishing up.
No help though.
None.
Started at 2, and they were leaving here right about the time we started.
She was just
So-
kind of. I think they cleaned up and everything
She's a
before they
pro.
left.
She's a pro. That was a beast. Anybody's seen that one, you know it's a beast. Old pro. We got a couple of pros that come in and do signs. There's a couple that will come in and they don't even care if we're out there at all.
Oh yeah.
They're just,
Yeah,
they're like,
because
leave me
they-
here. So somebody got 2 signs last time. Who was it?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
I do remember she said,
And she's
"I'll
like,
just, can I
"Look."
get a second one?" I was like, "I'll let you do 2. I think you can pull it off," and she did. She busted
like,
them out.
I'm just gonna,
Oh, the point of me telling you about that lady was when I was in here doing her bow. She laughed at that. She thought that was so funny. 3 hours later, I was like, "Yeah, that's us. That's always us. That's us filming. It's only going to take a minute. 3 hours later. Nobody you know. Stop being nosy."
nobody should be driving down that road right now.
Have we seen the stuff on the new Laser One? Yes, we actually saw it.
Oh yeah, we actually
at
got to play with
APA.
the laser one. Yeah, seems like a good machine. The guys that work on them seem very excited about them. What was his name? I have his name somewhere.
New England Craft Company says, Garrett, I remember you saying that not all MDF is the same.
No, it's not.
I think you said the lighter color is better. Can you explain the differences?
Oh yeah, you want me to go get something real quick?
I mean, do you know where dark MDF is?
Yes, I set it aside for exactly a moment like this.
Well, if you've been waiting for this moment, go for it.
All my life.
Well, isn't that nice how things work out? How about when you forget to hit record? Oh my gosh. Yes, we do that. That's happened so many times that it's now a joke between us. We will say, oh, he will do it to me. Oh my God, I forgot to hit record. Just so that I can be like, oh no. Especially when you've made a project. Like if I've painted a whole thing, or we've built like a nutcracker and then something is missing, no mic, or the video goes out or something, and you're like, oh my God, that's another 3 hours to start all over and do this whole project again. Well, one time that did happen to us, and we did spend like a whole afternoon working on a project, and we didn't have time to do it again, so we voiced over the whole thing. Here's where we're telling you this. Here's where we're telling you that. Do you remember when we had to do a voiceover video? Because John
Oh
said,
my God,
remember,
yes.
he said, how about when you forget to hit record? And I was like, oh yeah, now it's a joke. Now we do that. Hey, oh my God, I forgot to hit record
Yeah,
for
now I
fun.
do it as a joke. Can you see the 2 different colors?
Oh yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Great job.
I'll get closer so you can see the different fibers in them.
Oh yeah, that is that bad stuff. This is
Yes.
what we had at Christmas
Now the
time.
top stuff
Peak holiday season. This is what they gave us.
sucks. It sparks. It's got more resin or something in it. It smells more. It chars more. Maybe it's the wood particles. I don't know. But the stuff on the bottom cuts like butter. And here, I just cut this out of it. You can run your finger over it. It doesn't really get, well, there's a little black.
Yeah, that's because
Not
you're
like this
using
stuff.
That's because it's a desktop laser.
Oh, that I did cut that on the P2.
What are these for?
Oh, one is oh, I thought I grabbed one of the bad strips. I grabbed all the strips. But yes, the dark stuff is the type of stuff you might see in your big box stores like Lowe's, Home Depot. Oh yeah, thanks. Oh yeah, good job. Want to hit the door?
The sun is starting to set. We forget about it when it's at 4. It's good, but
Yeah,
between
it's
4 and 5,
Oh,
it
there you
starts
go.
to
That
set.
looks good. There you go. This stuff is the type of stuff that you'd see at Lowe's, Home Depot. I don't know, what's that one? Menards? out
Yes,
west.
that's who was here today, Kay. Joyce was here.
Oh yeah,
Joyce was doing the
here.
birthday sign.
And then, like, this is the good stuff. This is the stuff that we have, that we get, that we ship. The ends don't really look too different. But yeah, Tanner was gonna throw the last bit of the trash MDF out this week. And I was like, wait, save that. It's a good example of the stuff not to get.
Yeah, that is good to show. That was smart.
So I saved that square.
Yes, Hannah, that is what this is. So Hannah says, I feel like Xtool inviting you there to do the video is them not wanting to send products to their influencers.
It looks big.
I don't think this is one that they can send out. This one's going to be a little more expensive, and I don't think they can send these out to all the influencers. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get one. We're just going to test it out. True crime. Am I the only one who finds crafting therapeutic, relaxing, and just plain fun? No, I don't think so, girl.
No. I still do it. I was having fun making these guys today. Or actually, I made them yesterday. Kim was messing with the lasers. Or messing with the printers. So I was messing with the lasers.
Terry, oh, mine is dark right now. Blah. Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes that happens to us. As a matter of fact, the shipment we got this past week was kind of a medium version, right?
It was a little darker.
It was nothing like that other.
Stuff. This is what we got this week. That's why I cut a new card. You can see this is a little bit darker.
Yeah, see the other one?
Yeah, I'll bring the other one up now. But it's not as dark as that stuff. Let me move it to the other side.
Yeah, that one's not great. And they don't know. They can't guarantee. I think they get theirs from different manufacturers.
But when we get the good stuff in, we'll get like 100 sheets of it.
I'll just go ahead and order just a ton of it. A big stack. When I know they have it.
And we have 2 suppliers that we go back and forth on.
Tim says, are you still liking the Xtool apparel printer? I paid the deposit, but on the fence with that much money until I hear some reviews from people that are using it.
I like it.
Yeah, we're using it, and it's been, I mean, I hate to say it, but I think
I was really excited about my last DTF printer.
Yes.
Because I wanted to make a t-shirt company since I was in high school. I took screen printing class just so I could try to make a t-shirt company. And then I got the DTF printer. I was gonna have a t-shirt company, but then I could make my own t-shirts and stuff. But the DTF printer, back in the day, it seems like all printers are catching up with circulation
whiting,
and
circulation,
capping.
Yep.
And the capping. So I don't know what they're like now, but the one that we had 2 years ago, super stoked on it until I had to start using it and using the RIP software, and then I had to.
It was fine. It really wasn't that bad. But it didn't have whiting circulation. You really did have to use it all the time, and I don't run that kind of business. I don't even think it's really set up to run that much, but it required you to run it that much to keep everything
moving.
Yes, running through it.
We had to run a test print every day, maybe multiple test prints, because it seemed like just overnight the thing would clog.
But
with that white ink.
With the apparel printer, it just turns on and it's I hear it as I'm walking by, and I hear it running, doing, and it's circulating the ink, and I hear it do a head cleaning. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we've done no like daily maintenance.
I just go in, turn it on. I do a quick test print to get the ink flowing through the head. I just do a quick what do they call it? Let's see. What does it say? I don't know what it's. I think it just says print check or something. Anyway, whatever it says. But basically, it just runs through all the colors. I do that once or twice just to make sure the white's flowing really well and all the colors are flowing. And then I do a cut, I throw that piece away, and then just go right in, print my design. And
this is how I imagined the DTF printer working. This is how it worked in my head when I got the first one. how Xtool is doing it. And when we even had the first one, we were doing it manually, the manual shake and bake. And I was looking into getting the shake and bake oven, but it took up a lot of floor space that we didn't have back there. So again, I don't know. I'm impressed with the Xtool thing. I like it. I've made plenty of t-shirts already. Tanner's even made t-shirts. Wait, Tanner didn't make the t-shirt, did he? You ended up doing it for him.
Well, I sent him in there. So here's what I told him. I said, look, just go in there and pick a design, download it, import it into the software, and just hit print. That's all you have to do. You don't have to inverse it. You don't have to remember to do that or anything. It does it for you as long as you keep that little option checked, because you can not inverse it if for some reason you didn't want to do that. But you typically have to print it opposite. Anyway, he got stuck on the design.
Oh.
He was busy trying. He was like, I don't know. When I finally went in, I was like, you did nothing. I don't see where you did anything. He said, well, I tried. Here, I pulled up this design and I don't like the way it looks. Oh, he was in Canva trying to pull out some bingo stuff. And I was like, no, just Google. I mean, this is not anything you're going to sell. Google bingo shirt or bingo clip art is what I said. Google bingo clip art. And I found a few things. And then I said, well, let's go over to Adobe Stock and see what they have. And they had a lot of bingo stuff. They had a lot of bingo stuff. And I pulled down the shirt we ended up using. I just bought that design, downloaded it as, what was it, PNG? No. Yeah, JPEG. I don't know, whatever it was.
Either one, both work.
I think both work, right? And then just imported it in and hit print, and that was it. I was like, there, it could have been done. You could have been done by now. I don't know what you were doing. He got
and it is just that easy, which is super cool.
Well, and I think because he doesn't do the designing like we do every day, so that he got in his own head on that. He spent too much time trying to figure out what he wanted.
I gotta stop messing with this.
Same with me. I keep playing with this. Yeah, you're making it dirty.
I am making it dirty.
Uh-oh, low battery. Let me grab my cord right here. It's close by.
What time is it? Oh, 5:10.
Oh, it's a little after 5. I see a couple more questions. Let me answer those and then.
Oh, your cord is actually over there.
This?
Nope. Look on the floor.
Oh, there it is.
It's like a
Come
big,
on,
long
little doggy.
snake. Or doggy.
Yeah. Didn't we go 2 different directions?
Puppy dog tails.
Oh, Lori Chavez. I know. Lori, that's why you and I are connected, because you felt my pain with that DTF printer.
Yes.
She had one and
didn't you want it to work so bad?
Yeah. I
You just
wanted
want it to work so bad.
Yes. Let's see. I got my MDF from Home Depot. It doesn't cut well. I know it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Donnie.
It's that dark stuff.
Sometimes you can get it. Sometimes it's okay. I mean, we have literally been one day, cut it great, and then need more MDF. Went back to get more, and then
Back in the day.
And then it wouldn't cut. Yes.
And I think I threw a fit, and I was like, find the manufacturer. Find the manufacturer of the good stuff. We're going to call them and find out where a distributor is.
No, little guy, we don't ship to you. Not unless you plan on ordering.
It's like,
whatever. I don't know.
but I have no problem
Tons
calling
and tons of it.
manufacturers.
So, yeah. What is it? Georgia Pacific or somebody? Call them.
Call
They're
them.
like, no, thank you. You can't order enough from us. But here's a local
I said,
distributor.
do you know who my dad is? Because I don't. I was wondering if you'd tell me.
That's not true.
I thought he might work here.
And then he said, but I'll give you a local distributor. And so and the local distributor is like, how much you want to order? And I was like, well, how much you got? He had a lot more than what we needed, but so they've done a good job.
But then he was like, I am only bringing it if you order more than 25 sheets.
Yes.
And we were out of our house at that point. And I was like, bring it. And then I saw what 25 sheets look like loose.
Yeah. Gloria wants to know, does the apparel printer use up ink when it does its cleaning?
Oh, a little bit.
A little bit. Not a ton. I wouldn't worry about that. Yes. Raised her. I don't know how I'm saying it.
Yours
I
looks
feel
different.
you. We got rid of our DTF printer because of the constant maintenance.
Yep.
What is the
Saves.
final price going to be on the printer? I think the 3,000 isn't the real final price. I heard it's closer to 6. Does that sound about right?
For the whole shebang?
That's keeping me off the fence. Yeah, because the 6 includes the
heater?
the heater, which you want.
The shake and bake.
Yes.
That's what really makes it worth it.
Yes. I mean, the printer's nice and it's great. And I would say, I guess, you could start with just the printer and then come back and get the heater. But man, I hope that you wouldn't have to do that. I'd pay payments. Make payments and get them both.
Yeah,
at
I mean,
one time.
if you're planning on using this for a business, are you going to have time to sit there and shake
You
it?
could manually powder it
and
and
then-
then
and
put
watch
it
it
into
bake?
yeah,
I
a little oven
I wouldn't want
thing.
to. That took
Well,
up so much of your time.
Because I had to babysit
I mean, that
it.
was one of my complaints about the thing. I was like, it takes up so much of your time. Is it worth it? Stop taking on these businesses. Stop
Right, that's
taking
what
on
he
this.
said. How many of these are you doing? And what is your hourly rate? Because that is taking so much of your time just to sit there and babysit that thing. Because sometimes I would, in the old printer, print like this, I don't know, she'd have like a whole team,
Big gang sheets.
a whole team's jerseys with their numbers and names on it. And then I would just let it go. And then I would come back and halfway through, the blue ink stopped working. And I wasted.
Because you missed your afternoon cleaning.
Well, because it was busy printing a whole team's worth
Right.
of
So-
jerseys.
Even if this thing cost $8,000, to me, if I'm going to do a business, I just hired an employee for the whole year for $8,000.
Okay, said I'll just pay Kim to do some for me.
There you
Deal.
go. I mean,
Make it a win-win.
somebody did ask. They were like, I have a small business and I'm
my
thinking
God.
about adding apparel to it. Do you think this is worth it? And my answer back was, first, order a bunch of them and try it yourself and see if your business will
Get to
support it.
get to the point where you need it. It
Get
doesn't
to the
make
point
sense
where it
to
doesn't
order
make
it any-
sense. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to order it from somebody else that you now spent $8,000 ordering from somebody else. It's time to get your own. But until then,
Lori says one time I stayed up for 27 hours trying to make it work. Oh my God.
sounds like Kim.
Because he wouldn't do it. He just wasn't.
No, I said, that's it. Call it.
I've always been the printer
It's
person.
dead.
He's a laser person. I'm the printer person.
I said, time of death. Let it go.
Jeff says, I'm a little behind as I just started following you. Is the paint you sell your own brand? Yes. This Foxy Hughes paint is our brand. Because I got tired of
Well, same
advertising
thing.
somebody else's
I
brand.
said, that's it. I'm going to call manufacturers. And I started calling manufacturers of paint until one agreed to work with me for the price that I was willing to pay.
Tim, I don't know if the ink and film comes with it on the first order. I don't think so.
I don't know. That was another question somebody
It
had.
did not come in the box
Somebody's
with
like,
our printer.
Oh, I'd never get this. You can't use third party. And I'm sure their stuff, their proprietary inks and films are so expensive. I looked. It didn't look any more expensive than what I saw out there.
Same as what I was using before.
But even if it is a little bit more, I would pay for the ease of use.
Because
it's got those
they
little
say that
dots
their
on the
inks-
side.
Yeah, the film
Feeds right through. I
feeds
don't
through
have to mess
the
with it.
printer, the heater. It allows you to do the shake and bake process. Deal, I'll use your film. And then they say their inks are formulated so that they're
A little bit thinner.
so that they flow through the heads and just basically keep working.
Well, what they kind of
well.
talked about is these I-16 heads were originally for photo using inkjet inks. And what's happening is these people were just taking these machines, like the one that we have, and modifying it to use it, but putting in these thick inks and trying to shove it through
These really
holes
fine
that weren't
heads.
meant for that thick of ink. So we're getting clogs.
So they have formulated a way to thin it. And anyway, deal. If it continues to work, deal. And I don't have to run it every day. So I ran it last Tuesday, and I haven't run it since last Tuesday. I do need to run it again. I do think you got to do
That
it
was the
every
plan
few
for
days.
today. I wanted to make a T-shirt.
You also want to do a sticker. I got to go in
I
there
also
and
wanna
run
make a
the roll to
sticker.
roll. You wanted me to do that yesterday. I ran that one.
You see, I'm waiting for her. I don't go and run them myself. I'm not allowed to touch him anymore.
No, get out of here. He seems to break it every time he's in there or something. Something goes awry, and I'm like, get out of here. Let me do it.
I was going to tinker, make it a little bit better.
Yes, Gloria said, I'm worried about being able to get the paper, being that's the only place to get it.
Now, you think that's the only place
Just keep
to
a
get
second roll. I can't tell. So unless you're running a business, that roll, I would say this is just the half of it, right? It's, well, the whole thing is like this big, but there's so much film that comes on it. So if you go ahead and order a second roll.
Didn't you say it was like 1,000 feet or something? 1,100 feet.
I don't remember. I'm sure it's on the website.
Just
but I can tell you, yeah, you just keep guessing. I still don't know. But I have done so much testing setting it up, and I have run so many test prints, and I've thrown away a whole trash can full of film at this point, like not misprints, just as I print a t-shirt and throw it away, you know, the carrier sheet. I have filled up a full trash bag, like the big trash can, the big bag, full of film, and still have a stack of prints over there that I haven't pressed yet. And I still have tons of film left. So it's going to last you a long time. And as long as you have a second one, I just can't imagine you're going to get through, if you have one on hand all the time, that and be out.
I'm sure we could have done 3 softball teams by now.
Oh yeah.
Out of the amount that we've
already printed.
We've already printed.
Yes, yeah.
Like 3 company softball teams.
Probably, yeah. What would you say? That would be 60, 20 people, maybe?
20 people per team, 60 prints.
Easy. At least.
Easy.
At least, that's what Grace says.
Hey, you want to see something cool?
She always says, at least. And I was like, it's at least. Put a T in there.
That is our old DTF printer.
Yeah.
How many washes?
Actually, this is one I bought offline.
Oh.
I bought a DTF print when we needed t-shirts and I wanted to have some on hand. I noticed that this morning too, and I thought to myself, I hope no one can see from there and think that this is the X-Tool apparel printer.
No, but this one is the X-Tool apparel printer.
Yeah.
And this is now 6 or 7 washes.
I don't think you guys can see it, but I will show you. This is not, let's see if I can show you. Can you see it, Garrett, without my face being in it?
Yeah.
It's not great.
I like those eyes, babe.
It's not great.
Right, but how many washes?
I don't know. It's really not long enough. If this were a year old, okay. But it's probably 2 months old. 3 months old, maybe.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because this is about a month old.
I know. That's what I said. This I just bought offline. I'm not going to tell you who. It's a local company, so you're not buying from a local Richmond person. I don't want to bash it. But, I mean, maybe their prints always aren't like this, or maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. It's just not great.
Yeah. Don't say anything.
But
this one was the X-Tool.
I was going to say, but my others, I mean, I'm still wearing shirts from the old machine that are still looking great. So the DTF does last. I don't know what's up with this particular one, but like I said, I have shirts.
Well, at that point, these probably have the same amount of washes.
I don't know. You have worn that shirt a lot.
A lot.
Well, we have to wear these stupid Kim and Garrett shirts every day because you never know when we'll be filming or doing something.
So I've been long sleeving it.
You've been enjoying the long sleeves,
yeah.
Yes. We have, I don't know, Anthony, what are you trying to, somebody going to do it for me? Have we trademarked the Foxy Hughes name? We haven't, but we probably should.
Stop talking. It's in the works. I have the paperwork.
Lori says she loves the spring tabletop stander. Is it out here? Where is it? Still in the back?
I was taking final shots. Let me go grab it.
I love the lives, Q&A. I laugh out loud so much and learning so much. Oh, great. Oh, great. Yes. Thank you for the feedback. And anybody else that might have some feedback. I told Garrett, I said, I really have nothing to talk about today. So I hope they have something to talk about because I don't really have like a backup plan. Because I've been doing the workshop and I was working on the front clings for the windows and I said, we'll just see how it goes. He goes, oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. So, Kay, I appreciate you saying that.
Well, in some of these sessions, We'd like to have some guests.
That's the MDF he brought out here. He's now tripping over it.
Yeah, now bashed me in the shin. Gave me the old Tanya Harding.
Well, we're going to be on the Next Level Laser Conference podcast in I don't know when they publish it. I think this Tuesday we're going to actually have the interview, and then they're going to turn around and come on our Sunday studio sessions. And I don't know, we haven't decided on a date for that yet.
And I'm trying to get Riley Black to come on Sunday session.
How are you going to do that? Just
by
same
public
way you
shaming
do Will
them.
and Mark.
So everybody comment in the comments that Riley
John
Black
and
needs
Crystal,
to
if you're
jump
still
on.
out there. That turned out so good. I like that you could do it all in Creative Space to get folks started while Illustrator makes it super fast. Yes.
Yes.
That was it. Yeah, right. That's what we did with this video. It's just to kind of show that, yes, you can get started. And that's what I thought maybe we would do today. I was like, if you want, we could go into use OBS and kind of show the screen and do some, like we want to do an Easter version. Actually, he started
one.
an Easter version just like this.
That was
but
my
it says
backup
Easter
plan.
with a little bunny on it. And I thought maybe we could finish that during the Sunday session and just answer questions on how to do the design work.
Yeah, we could do that next week if you guys want.
Yeah, if you guys are, if you leave us comments, let us know what your topics are. Tanya Harding, LOL. It's so true. That's hit him right in the shin.
Got me right in the shin. I was hiding behind a curtain, ran out, got me right in the
Cat
shin.
liked it too. The old Tanya Harding got you.
It happens.
Anthony wants to know if you could show how to use the kerfing tool.
Oh yeah, here we
And
go.
what to set your light burn settings to.
Where are those other little pieces?
Yes, do all the seasons, Lori said.
I lost
Here.
my little tab that went with this.
This one?
Yeah, so here's my kerfing tool. Here's some
Your other
MDF.
tab is right here. I can grab it for you.
That's
Oh no,
all
it's
supposed to
over
be
here.
1/4 inch. Well, the little tab that went in this guy. I
I know
had
what
a
you're looking
minute
for.
ago. I was flipping it
I think
about.
it's right on your desk.
I can just use the corners of this MDF here.
Good, because I found your other kerfing tool and your tab wasn't with it.
Oh, there you go. Look, 2 different colors. And the MDF is also 2 different thicknesses.
Yes. Gloria wants to know, can you use this kerfing tool for acrylic?
Yes, totally. Here's some acrylic right here. I have different versions, so they go smaller.
Right, I don't
But
know.
you just take a corner. You just take a corner and you just stick it in the... Now I actually have a little...
So the idea
tab piece
is that you're trying to set this box.
Mm-hmm.
What you're doing, you're using the kerfing tool because here's the MDF tab sticking out of the bottom of this thing, and you need to know what size should this box be. You need to know how wide it should be, but also how thick the box should be. And then that's what the kerfing tool is going to tell you.
So that I don't have to make like a 0.25 inch box
Yeah, because you can't just leave it at 0.25.
and then try to mess with my kerfing.
Or it's going to be too big. Sometimes it's too big, or they come a little smaller. 0.25 is 1/4 inch, but this MDF is almost.
Is almost never.
Yeah, I don't know.
Except the one time we did our kerfing video, it happened to be exactly
0.25. Yes, exactly.
But when I did the slots for this tab,
Whoa.
and this slot, I just put my MDF in these slots.
Just a piece of it. Just find a quarter
Just
of it.
find a quarter.
You can use a full sheet, right? All you're
Right?
doing.
I'm just sticking it in these slots. And I'm trying to find where it's snug enough where it would hold, but not too snug where I'd have to jam her in there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have a piece of it. You could just use a
Yeah.
whole, like if you had a
use
12
a
by
whole-
19 desktop laser piece, just put the corner
Just
in
sticking my
and see.
corner in there. Oh, but you see, look, check this out. This is tight. This is pretty tight right here, like
So
tight.
what is that?
So this is 0.242.
242.
Now I'm going to use this MDF, and I'm going to put it in 0.242. It's super tight, like it won't fit in. Actually, I was lying. I was doing it at an angle.
Super loose.
Super loose. It falls out. I just didn't do it at an angle. So this stuff is actually...
He was faking it.
I was faking it. Man, this stuff is skinny. I'm down at 2.3. It's 2.3 flat.
Wow, that is surprising.
Yeah. So now let me try to get this guy in 2.3. Not happening. This guy is not getting in 2.3. I don't know if you can see it. There, I did ram jam it in there. But I messed up the end now. Look, it peeled back the MDF. Position 1. So all of that said, now inside my software where I'm
Lori
setting up
said,
my slots.
reminding you that you have to account for paint. So you see
I
how
do
he's got
account
it
for
nice
paint.
and snug, but here we painted this black paint on here. So that made it a little, so he made this one a little bit wider to account for paint, and I think it's a little too wide.
A little
it's
too
a little
wide.
wiggly.
I could have gone a little thinner. But what I do here is once I find where it's snug enough where I like it for whatever my needs are, I'll then record this number and make my slot in my design this exact number. I'm not going to guess on trying to adjust my kerfing. I'm just going to make my slot this exact number.
Would you add a point something to it for the paint?
For paint, I did. So I think it was like 0.51 or 2, and I did it go to 0.53.
So you're only adjusting the
0.253.
third digit, not the second digit.
Yeah, just the third digit.
You don't want to go
I'm not
0.24 to
gonna mess with it.
0.23. That's too big of a
I'm
jump.
just playing with that third digit. I'm just
Okay.
going to monkey about.
Ray would love for you to get the Easter version of this done.
Oh, yeah, we could do that live
Like
next
for you
Sunday.
to get on it. Well, we've already been called out. It's what is it today?
Today's March
2nd. And the Master
Somebody
Tier
already
folks are like,
asked.
hey, where are the March Master It files?
I'm working on them.
They're done. The designs are done.
Designs are done. I'm just
he's
making
putting them
cut
into cut
files.
files. So you'll probably finish those and then come back and finish this.
Yeah, probably. Priorities.
DBR, it says, how's it going? It's going great.
Going great. Going good. It's a good Sunday. Sun's out.
Sun's out, guns out. Show them what you got.
No tank. Long sleeve today. Sorry. Guys, I have to wait for July.
Tina says, we've been there. We know exactly this. Someone said Home Depot MDF doesn't cut well. I spent all day yesterday thinking something was wrong with my Eon red line because it wouldn't cut the 1/4-inch MDF.
It is the MDF.
So that, yeah, it's the MDF.
I mean, the stuff that I get from even this dark stuff here, I noticed that it sparks. Like it's got little metal pieces in there, metal flakes. So I'll see sparks in some of the dark stuff.
Melody wants you to do a summer version of this.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we are trying to bring it in,
Then she
make
said
it a little
all
smaller
seasons.
this year.
Like,
What's that?
then she said all seasons like Lori. Make it an all season.
Do autumn.
Well, we're going to do, so that's the, so where did we talk about that? I guess in this week's video, we mentioned that we were going to do more tabletop type
Yeah.
decor this year.
Bring it in the house. Take it to the club.
There you go. Is that a little better? A little better. It was shining in my eyes again. Sun's setting fast.
Hold on, we got a text.
Basically every season and holiday. That's what Christian said.
I was making sure a kid didn't need a ride.
I was going to say, I know Grace, so that was a long time ago. One of our kids got off at 4, but we started the live at 4. And I said, well, I won't be able to get you, but maybe Sarah can get you. And she says, well, I can always walk. And I was like, okay, but it's like 40
It's like
degrees
40-something
outside.
degrees.
Not very warm. Then you can plug them into a countdown display.
The
So
whole thing. Where's that perpetual calendar that we did?
over there. Yeah, I needed it. I want to redo
I want to
this.
revisit that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. This was popular, but I think we could do it even better. I think we could do better. This little.
This little guy. These interchangeable pieces. And then we never change the date. That's it.
But that's why I don't like them, because you have to actually change the date every day. And Who's going to take the time to do that?
Nobody. Maybe if I had like an office where people would come visit. Are you looking for the interchangeable people?
Yeah, I had it over here. I saw it recently. I was going to swap it out for March, but
Oh, we did have a March one.
we do. I don't know. I'll have to look around for it. I thought it was close by.
Stuck on February. This is from last February.
I didn't change it all year. It's been February since last February.
We've been feeling the love all year.
I'm telling you,
She's
it
going
was
back
right.
to look again.
See, I told you it was right here. See, I just need to look a little bit harder. This one's okay. It's not great.
That one's a little leprechaun gnome. That's Darby O'Gill right there. Or that's
Anybody
actually
know what
just
that
the
movie
little
is from?
people.
No, I'm kidding. We did that last year. We did that last
Rehash
week.
the whole thing again.
All right.
All right,
Well,
you know what?
yeah.
I am
Like
about
said,
out of
5:30.
time. I am hungry. We missed lunch. You got to go grab something to eat. I'm going to go grab something to eat, and then we'll see you on Tuesday.
It's early enough. You want me to make something tonight?
Oh, yes.
Like make dinner? And don't even say it. Don't even say it. Who's going to type in with an A? Right in the chat. You know
Yeah, what do you
somebody
think I
knows.
was going to request for dinner?
I already know that.
You know it's going to be out there. Putting it out there. All right, before we go, I was disappointed that my F1 Ultra can't do a 40-ounce handle cup. It can. You just have to hack the rotary piece. You got to set the rotary off of the base just enough so that the handle won't touch.
Well, is it going to go all the way around though?
Yep, that's why I put ours up on that thing.
You did have it.
Yep, I had it cocked at an angle so that the handle would rotate around.
Raise, hopefully you get what he's saying. If not, you can email me, support@kngmakeit.com. Maybe I
Yeah.
can help.
It's still hooked up. I'll take a picture of it.
Everybody knows it's enchiladas.
It is enchiladas. I'm going to go get my enchiladas. You go get some enchiladas. And be sure to pressure Riley Black into coming on a Sunday.
Or just go watch their podcast.
Yeah,
or listen
definitely
to
check
it.
out their podcast. Again, it's like a fly on the wall with a bunch of friends. Get to learn about some of the makers out there.
Yeah.
Everybody's got an interesting story.
Yeah.
All right, have a great Sunday. We will see you on Tuesday. And you guys want to hear the song? Maybe. If I could find it.
Yep.
My thing's not working.
Do it, Billy, make it.